Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is the five-digit European Cup of 2026. We've got a great match coming at you right now. Finland versus France. Seed number 4 versus seed number 12. And sure, you might say this is likely to be a bit lopsided, but I think personally there's still plenty of room for an upset. I'm Jing Yuan, and my co-caster here is A. Homie, and we welcome you to this match. We welcome this match here today.
Hello, and welcome indeed. I do think that it might be quite close, especially because of the lower star rating compared to qualifying, of course, right? But yeah, just looking at the pool, I do believe that there is a little bit of bigger room. It will be very contested because, at least from my understanding, I do think that France is much more comfortable on aim picks, right? And mechanics picks are kind of balanced this way, maybe slightly tilted towards France, at least counted from
Yeah,
qualifiers. Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, if you look at the qualifiers, just based on purely upon results, France actually was middle of the pack on No Mod 1. So, but then again, they were also number 1 on Hard Rock 1. So maybe that No Mod 1 is a little bit of an outlier, but it might show that they're a little bit closer than just the seeding might imply. Finland was number 18, in case you're wondering, on No Mod 1. And Finland actually has the number 5 hidden 2 score, so we might see a hidden 2 band coming out of France.
And we do see it indeed. The first ban from France, it is indeed HD2, and unsurprisingly, a first ban from Finland would be HR1 too. Nothing unexpected. Both great scores for all the teams. But yeah, I'm not sure. Did the pick happen?
Yes, I believe it did, and not quite sure what's happened, but it looks like
some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, I guess we can.
Yeah. Maybe we. Sorry.
Perhaps we can talk a little bit about the teams.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So on the side of France, we've got Giocho and Famaldi, Fayar, Huras, Millie, my beloved, Maiko, or there's actually seems actually bigger than Crawl. And on the side of Finland, we have Whitecat, my okay. I think that's Boo Boo actually. We have Inoue, Giguel, and Hukuli. I'm not actually too familiar with the European tournament scene, so these players may be bigger names than I'm giving the impression of. You have anything to add? Tell me.
I mean, for sure. At the very least, we can say that we have one great outlier out of all the players present in today's match, and that would be Pankisteria. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing it right. This is the guy that got the second place in the individual rankings in the qualifiers. And also, he's the only one in the top 10 that was present for all 24 maps. First run and second run, which is honestly insane from my standpoint. But yeah, great player. He will be a great carry who will be assisting France very much. But it's not possible to win team tournaments with only one player, and that is why we see Finland that is still a little bit underperforming perhaps in the qualifiers, but still a great team, and what I would say is very rounded. They are much closer apart in the individual rankings for the qualifiers, but we can probably say specifically Valsky, a great player, had some great scores on DT2, I believe like 900k. Whitecat, let's just put it like that. The Finnish Whitecat, also great player, was able to close a lot of maps, was present on pretty much every map for Finland. And perhaps we can say about Chichel, who I believe was the gimmick player for Finland. One of the reasons that they were able to get this number 4 for HD2, at least.
I mean, Finland looks like they have a very strong reading roster here, and they had multiple players in the top. Well, they had the 3 players in the top 25, 1 player in the top 20. So I wouldn't be well. We already saw the Hit 2 band coming out, and it looks like we're ready to start properly now. And okay, we're already halfway through the. Oh, the map's done. Francis won. Francis won. Pick number 1.
Well, great performance anyway. 3 million scores we can see on the D1 from France. Somehow a little bit of pop-off from Enfant Maldit with almost 900k score, and of course NFC in 98.5% accuracy from Valsky. Very much the Finnish guy that we were talking about. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see what will be the pick from Finland this time.
Yeah, so who was that first pick? Was that Francis' pick?
Yeah, it was Francis.
Okay, so Finland will be looking for a response, and I think here you wouldn't be surprised to see Fremont 2 coded kind of pick. You know, we did see that Hidden 2 banned, so I think the next logical pick, if you're going purely off of, you know, appearances, Fremont 2 is probably the one that they're going to be looking to prioritize next. I
mean, yeah, for sure that is one of the options. But I would not be surprised to see something like Nomad 4 from Finland. Especially considering that in the qualifiers, even in the qualifiers with the higher star rating and everything, they were kind of close between each other from France to Finland, like within 5 places, I believe, team-wise. And this time around, with this type of an NM4, with more approach rate, with very clustered, I guess, patterning, it might work out in their case.
Yeah, I think that Nomad 4, like you mentioned, Nomad 2 actually is where we go, and I think that's definitely another really decent pick for Finland, especially because, you know, Nomad 2 is one of those skill sets where you note lock or chain miss once, and that can make a lot closer than maybe the seeding would seem to imply. And the thing is that France does have a pretty good qualifier score on Nomad 2 to Finland's number 15, so we'll really have to see, did they put in the practice here to make it more consistent, or is the qualifier star rating playing a trick on us right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This will be a great, I guess, map to watch. Especially again considering the difference of pools for qualifiers and today's one. I believe Nomad 5 or Nomad 2, excuse me, from the qualifiers was a little bit more on the flow side, and this one is pretty much all stamina. There's not too much to aim, but your mechanics will be really tested, and this is possibly very interesting for Finland, a possible breakpoint.
Yeah, very good choice actually. Especially because, like you mentioned, that this is not going to be one of those flow aim maps where it's especially easy to miss, right? It's a lot more of, do your fingers not lock up? Do you not shake off of this fairly simple stream? If I recall correctly, this map doesn't really have. This map has a few long-ish streams, but for the most part, it's going to be 8, 9, 14 note bursts.
Yes, but they will be constant, so it will still drain stamina quite a bit. And we are going in, for some reason, Casimir is still playing DT1, which is great for him, I guess. But let's see. What will be the start? Especially interesting to see the accuracies from all the players.
Looks like they're waiting through the intro. Oh, never mind. So they skipped right past.
Yeah, let's see. And we are going in little by little, a small calm atmosphere, but it will be changing really fast and really soon. Hopefully all the players are ready. I mean, I do believe that they will be practicing a lot, even in this case, in this stage. But yeah, you never know. And we are going in.
Yeah, we get right into it, and all these players don't seem phased by the flow. And think accuracy is basically making up the entirety of the entire score gap here, 24k, and that's basically all off the back of that double S by Mikado. Meanwhile, on the side of Finland, Casimir with 99.5, pretty strong, but there's more than one of those accuracies on the side of France.
Yeah, absolutely. So far, it seems like France is somehow still just a little bit more comfortable on this type of BPM. Again, Mikado, Pinkistera, they are just going strong, going hard. 99% accuracy from all of them. Fayer, we cannot forget about him. And we see a first missing from Gigel, which is just unfortunate considering that he was going for double assist at close to the amount of time Mikado has.
Yeah, one miss can be all the difference, and Giguel is hoping that is not the case, but France on a 4-way full combo, Finland not far behind 3-way, but that score gap is not going to care about how many people you have full comboing if it's less than your opponent. Meanwhile, that double S on the side of Mikado does fall, and there was a miss on Fire's side, but so now actually Giguel has the slight supporting combo advantage, but Finland is going to be hoping for another miss on the side of France and to get right through the next Ki, and no misses coming through. All players still comfortable with this stamina. 1,000 combo is on the screen for 6 players going on to the second break.
Just look at this, man. Finland was actually able to recover quite a bit of accuracy on that BKI. And we see a miss from Nicholas. Oh, that is so unfortunate, because France is still FC in 3-way FC. Even if dropping a little bit of combo, not critical, but still, they were able to hold it on, and sadly, combo game might just be the death of Finland somehow.
Unfortunately, looks like they were shaking, they were nervous out of the break. Fire finds another miss, but is not the player Finland wants missing. Nikolix is not it either. Vaisky and Casimir now the only ones hoping to stand against France, but Punky Steer, Raiden, and Mikado are running well ahead, and there's 1/4 of the map left. One last hard section before Finland may very well drop their first breakpoint of the tournament. So, Monkey Hysteria Raiden still looking as solid as ever. Accuracy, Raiden does find a drop, and that supporting combo from Giguel will pull that score right all the way back over to Finland. And now, how long do they have? Do they have enough time? I don't know. There's barely any map left, but Finland is trying to do it, trying desperately to get their score back. It's flowing faster and faster, but there's not enough time. France holds out just long enough.
It is just so unfortunate. Only a 200,000 score difference between the two. With more than 3 million score from both of the teams. Great performance from both of them, but it was just so much unfortunate to see 2 misses from the side of Finland, and I guess 3 misses. Vaisky, the very late miss, and just unfortunate. France was able to hold on much longer than Finland was.
Yeah, Nikolix's miss right out of that break. Super unfortunate. We're gonna get right into the Hard Rock 2 pick from France.
Immediate jump, and well, understandable, I guess. France was one of the greatest countries in the qualifiers for Hard Rock mode, both Hard Rock 1 and Hard Rock 2. And well, I would not say that Hard Rock 1 and Hard Rock 2 are very different this time around. They do have quite, I guess, similar structure. They have a lot of sliders. The only big difference, I guess, is density of them and the possible CS, right? The biggest CS, of course, on HR2. But I don't know, that still should be a bigger advantage difference.
Yeah, I think that Hard Rock 2 is a little bit more awkward. The patterns are a little bit more awkward. You know, it's like the Hidden 1 to No Mod 1 comparison, kind of see, right? Where, sure, the actual spacing of the jumps is around the same, but I think that the Hard Rock 2, like, it's that awkward linear, it's an awkward linear angle between comfort and straight up linear patterns that make it that makes this, I think, quite challenging, especially if you're playing on Mount. I'm not actually familiar if any of the players today are, but we'll have to see. Can Finland take back a breakpoint from France that they just had stolen from them?
Yeah, absolutely. It will be really fun to see. And I guess we will be watching now if it will actually happen. We are going in, good luck, have fun, and let's see it. And it seems like we are... Alright, yeah.
Yeah, getting all synced up.
But for sure, so far, I guess we can see that for some reason France just dropped quite a bit of accuracy and an early miss from Funky Stereo, which is not really what France wants to see. But
immediately traded by Hen Q though, so France can breathe a sigh of relief that early miss was immediately given right back. This map I'm pretty sure has a fairly long build-up section. Maybe not long, but it has a build-up section. And once the chorus is hit, we'll see the map bare its true fangs, and then the ending especially is where kings can be crowned. We get right into it with Valsky. Valsky bring up the first miss, 91%. Doesn't look comfortable. Another miss from White Cat, my mommy now. Casimir now the only one, and now that's a full reset on the side of Finland to France's two-way full combo.
And France just going on very comfortable in this Pinkisteria, still finding some misses together with Favor, and I guess earlier this match Juichi. But okay, I guess it was a bunch of misses. But anyway, just great performance from France. They are somehow, I mean, of course, more comfortable than Finland, especially with still coming misses from them, and that is just really unfortunate for France, because as we can see that they do feel themselves comfortable reading-wise. They have a great accuracy, they are continuing as much as they can, but this is just being comfortable is not enough against France. So he should be doing good, great even, and it sadly just isn't the case today.
Now, we're talking about the ending maybe being the thing to make the difference. Jocho does find a miss, but unfortunately Finland not in a position. Another miss from Huras though, and suddenly the combos are in favor of Finland. The door is open just a centimeter, but Finland might not have enough room to take it back. The ending does come through. Henkyu finds an early miss now, but Valsky and White Cat trying to make this interesting, and the ending is going to ramp up. These patterns are going to widen just a little bit, and we see Fire and Casimir trading off misses. Punky Stereo though, Gyuchu finds another miss, and now White Cat suddenly the only one. Punky four-way break on the side of France. White Cat with the only semblance of combo, but there's not enough time. 600,000 points, France wins. Number 3.
Yeah, absolutely. A big definitive win for France this time around. And we see a big run from Valsky, which is unfortunate with only one miss. That is really interesting to see, to be fair, but hey.
Hard Rock 2 takes no prisoners.
For sure. Somehow we still see both great outliers on the side of Finland. The, I guess, worst accuracy and greatest rank, I guess. S rank from White Cat, my mommy, is just honestly really interesting, because they do have quite a low accuracy, and I guess combo game was just their forte today. But yeah, we will be going into the big situation. We have 2 breakpoints from France, one breakpoint from France, and the score is just growing slightly, and we are not sure what should Finland be picking now, but I guess they are sure with, and they will be going with number 3.
Yeah, getting right into that kind of. This is alt. I don't remember what specific kind of alt. I think it's flow alt, or is it more snap?
I would say it is more of a snap alt, with some interesting snaps all around, from the sliders to just a normal circles. But yeah, I believe it is one of the more interesting maps in the spell. it is just a great snap alt aim. It does have a little bit of a deep spike patterns, closer to the middle, closer to the end of the map, that people are breaking on. But who knows, I guess it will be just only better for today, because it is everyone's game. We see a lot of breaks from different players on it so far, and that is why it will be interesting.
Yeah, in I think 2 of the 3 maps we've seen so far, Finland has kind of had a chance if the maps were a little bit longer to maybe stage a comeback, but France holding out just long enough to really take them. So with a longer-ish pick in the with 3 minutes of train time here, maybe, just maybe, Finland will be able to take advantage of those late misses we've been seeing coming out of France. Now, of course, France will have match point if they win this pick. So Finland is really hoping they don't see a break point in this match.
Yeah, and that will be honestly really interesting, because there is not if this map will be a breakpoint, there is really just not a lot of maps left to pick for Finland. Even considering how early we are in this match, it will just be heartbreaking. But yeah, we will be going into normal 3, and we will be seeing a great performance from both of them.
Yeah, they were gonna wait for the stream to load very patiently. Wait for them to skip a little intro.
I guess Punch is just not great today, sadly.
Bencho is not having a good time. It's still waking up to like most of us.
For sure. And they will be going into the map little by little. Some small, albeit, but still very interesting and very possible to break patterns are emerging, and all of the players are still feeling somewhat comfortable. There is no great accuracy drops. We see basically, now 4 SS ranks on both of the sides, and we are just going through the intro. It is just understandable.
Yeah, slow intro, but already White. We have White Cat and Hen Q both single tapping Volsky and Casimir. Volsky, Casimir, and everyone on the French team alternating as the map is intended to be played. But if you can single tap it, no harm in it. But 95% is quite a low accuracy, and with no breaks in the lobby. Never mind, Infant Moldy. Now first break, but now traded away immediately by Casimir. Where have we seen this story before?
We will hope that it will be turning around, because no one wants to see the same story twice. And so far it seems like Finland is just going on. We do see a miss from Casimir, that's fine, because the bigger accuracy, the bigger combo players of Finland are still going strong. Vaisky dropping albeit to 94% just now, and Hank with 98.5% accuracy. It is still hard, of course, against France with Fire, with Punkisteri, with Jay, just all with great accuracies, 98 and above, and we will go into the second KI, I guess, of the map. And so far, all the hard patterns are still being hit from both of the sides, no misses.
Double break on the side of Finland.
Oh no, that's unfortunate, but still, all the players that are still going, they are going strong, no big drops or anything.
Yeah, second KI very similar to the first, and these players are stuck in time, I guess, along with us. But these players are seeming to, or at least the players on Finland are coming to the pressure just enough to give France a chance. And did Punky DC there?
It seems like it is very possible, and I'm not sure if this might be a big problem for France, because it is quite late into the map. I don't think they will be able to replay it, even if they were able to, if they were to lose. And I guess they would be able to. Was the map aborted?
No, I think that was a streamer restarting. I don't know what.
I am getting information that panic button does not work right now, and it seems like Banshee is just having not just a bad, just an awful day today. Do we have a result for the map?
Here's the result. Yes, someone didn't finish, so it looks like was that an actual DC from Punky there?
Yes, and it might be just first point for Finland, but we are not sure yet. We need to see an MP link.
Yeah, if I don't know what the MP link says, but in that case, I believe Tomi is correct. Too late for any aborts, but it does look like France did pick up a fourth. According to the MP link, the match is still in progress. We know it not to be. Oh.
Huh.
We'll have to see. I wonder. Did any of the players have any information for us? I suppose not.
This is a bad situation, and honestly, I'm not even sure what would be the result. What would be the action to do here if we will not be getting an MP link result? Huh. I think we might see a replay.
Someone got kicked out of the match. Really? Checking with screenshots for players now, seeing if we can get a result.
I think we... What? Okay, so we do have a result in Embalink right now, but it is very strange. We have 3 of Finnish players and 1 player from France present in the Embalink. So it is not a great information source for now.
I don't think that 3 players from France disconnected there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we should be seeing a replay here.
If the players have a screenshot, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, alright. It seems like... Yeah, we're still waiting, I guess, for the official decision. We might be heading towards some, I guess, greater officials, greater authority on the tournament.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I mean, maybe they can just screenshot the scores that we just set and they can manually count. But looks like it's. I don't see any messages from the players on the stream as well.
Yeah.
Strange.
It is possible that scores were not counted, considering that bunch was very... Yeah.
Oh, apparently everyone got disconnected there.
Yeah, that means we will not be getting a lot of scores, even in the local.
Very strange situation, but I think that we can hopefully kind of stitch things together. Stitch things together from the local scores if they ended up finishing. I do think it was looking like France was poised to take point number 4, especially with the score lead they already had. It would have been very surprising if Finland. It would have been very surprising if Finland was able to take that back, but we'll have to actually see.
That would make sense, but it might be possible that Transpire was disconnected before the big buncher trouble, so it is still a bit of a strange situation to go around.
Yeah, having a quick look at the OSU server status, it looks like nothing has been reported so far. So maybe that was a blip from one particular server, or maybe it's maybe there's a rolling blackout that hit all their neighborhoods. But I have not seen any I don't see any reason waiting. Oh, they're waiting for all the players to finish still.
Now that is interesting. All right.
So I think when in a situation like that, maybe if you switch back to the gameplay, we might see one player still playing.
Right now, there is some information in the chat that it is like servers are very wonky right now, and it is hitting all tournaments that they're playing. But yeah, we need to see if referee has any decision yet.
I'm not sure if they're waiting for all players to finish. I think that.
I'm pretty confident that we will be seeing probably a replay.
We'll have to see. I don't think it's a. I'm not really quite sure what you do in this situation. This.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually seen this before.
If players are correct, and there is also a trouble with message sent in.
No, it appears that IRC is working all right. So whatever happens, we'll be here to talk you right through it. Nomad 3, of course the map contention right now.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised at all if France does, if this all ends up with France taking the point, just because it looked like they had a very strong position going into possible disconnect or Bancho blip. It would have been quite a stretch for Finland to take it, but just because it was a stretch doesn't mean it wasn't possible. And for that, we may very well have to play if, depending on or what act. So,
yeah.
So I think that, yeah, I don't see anything yet. I'm not really sure. Haven't seen any messages coming through.
Yeah.
Okay. Referee is saying that we probably need to replay. You might need to give who's the host? Is this Philoshin?
Yeah, it is Fox.
May need to give Philoshin a call.
Possible, yeah. But yeah, anyway, while we are still waiting for some resolution, replay or not, change lobby perhaps too, who knows. We can for sure talk a little bit about the match so far. I mean, at the very least we can say that France is looking strong today. They are just ready to cheer and rumble. They are going almost, it feels like they are going on 4 FCs on every map so far. Just
yeah, I mean, you don't get the seed 4 without that, without a strong level of consistency, even at a baseline, no matter what you're playing. So it's not really a surprise that when the SR went down a bit, they saw even better scores. And we're gonna get right back into the lobby where we are replaying the map. And so France's chance to get themselves to match point will be held off for just a little bit.
Yeah,
but yeah, like you said, France has been extremely consistent, but this is going to be a huge test of their mental resilience. A situation like this where you just had what looked like a very strong position, but due to a disconnect, crash, whatever it was. Something happened and now you have to do it all over again. And on the side of Finland, very curious to see how they are going to, because, you know, this is a second chance. They may not know it, but this is a second chance. It's very rare that you get second chances in also tournaments that they will looking to take advantage.
Yeah, there's absolutely a possible mental reset for Finland, which might be the something that they need, especially with 3 points so far, almost 4, just going straight to the France. But yeah, it is a big map that needs a lot of concentration, there's not a lot of space where you can just relax your hand, your eyes, and I guess this break will be going in favor of Finland, at least theoretically. But yeah.
Theoretically, well, they're saved from losing the map for at least a little while. Punky Stereo loading, hopefully. All right, we're gonna get right back into it again. So as you may have already seen, Nomad 3. Little snappy, nothing too crazy. You're gonna be seeing 2 players on the side of Finland single tagging this, but for the most part, it is your standard, slightly not easy, I should say, slightly less mechanically taxing Nomad 3.
Absolutely, yeah. It's still just a little bit of a phase where you should be consistent just and not over aim, I guess, some of the snappier jumps. But yeah, we are going into the intro of the map, and all the players are again looking, at least for now, quite consistent. No early misses, not from Ponkisteria, not from Casimir, not everyone is going strong.
Yeah, we get the unique perspective of seeing players play a map for the second time. And in this case, no one misses early, and the accuracies are actually higher across the board, I'm pretty sure. We see, Vaisky, though, with an early miss aim, will drop the ill-fated first miss on the side of Poland.
And they have a trouble from Xenk, or from the side of Finland. There might be again a bunch of moments. But anyway, other people are just going strong, going good. Even Finland is recovering a little bit of that accuracy back, even if we are seeing a little bit of a miss from Vaisky. But yeah, it is just not enough, at least for now. Looking at the front, still with 4-way FC, as the lowest accuracy would be 97.2 from Chichi. And it is looking grim so far for Finland. At least they have the combo this time around.
Yeah, they have strong supporting combos, and a 4-way is rare for a reason. We might see it. We might see it crumble as soon as the second KI hits. Although we're seeing another another pause of a fairly lengthy duration.
We might be seeing Pancho crumble first before the KI2, but still we have finally seen it in, and both of the teams are going in. So far we only see a disconnect from Vice
there.
Yeah, possibly. I guess it might be the reason why there was trouble earlier, a little bit of risk. But yeah, anyway, we see a miss also from Casimir. Not great for Finland. And France is just going strong at us. I'm saying that we have seen a miss from Ricci. Finally, first miss from the team France, so accuracy understandable, but it is how it is.
Yeah, 1/4 of the map left, and I think that's not 3-way, a 2-way. Feisty, unfortunately, disconnecting might play a huge, might be enough to swing. Might be enough to swing this particular map, but still very strong scores on the side of France. Hard to say if that would have made a difference if Vaisky did indeed disconnect, but Finland putting up their best, and even after a second try, the disconnection bug Connectivia Abortus hits once again, and Vetmaldi and Fayar, Whitecat, and Heng Q. And Vetmaldi chain missing the end, but I do believe that even if Vaisky was in the lobby, 741,000 points is quite a bit.
sadly that would not probably be enough. And we do see an MP link. Vaisky didn't seem to fully disconnect. At least it was disconnected from our watchable side. For some reason, we do see Chinch just practicing some kind of a map. That might be DT2? DT3, yeah. Anyway, we do have a score from Vaisky. It is 650k with one miss, 96.8 accuracy. And that is sadly just not enough to get over the Francis score. And yeah, but to be fair, the difference was much closer than we expected. Only like 100,000 points difference, which is insane.
Yeah,
honestly.
it was ended up being 130,000. Not small by any means. It's still 100,000 points, and it didn't really feel particularly close. But we'll really have to see, can Finland start to stage a comeback right here, right now, because they have to. Otherwise, this match is done and dusted. 5-0.
Yeah, it will be quite a bit of a challenge for Finland, but this is, I believe, this will be a pick for France right now, if I remember correctly, of course. And well, what is the map that France might pick right now? Can we see?
I wouldn't be surprised if they pick a double time, because they've already seen that the mechanics on the side of Finland is not necessarily on the same level as France is right now. So if you see your opponent's weak at mechanics, just pick more mechanics, right?
I guess, but I do think that we might be able to see something like free mod 1 or 2. And what? Okay, we are seeing
DT3.
Yeah, DT3. Oh, that's fine. That's cool. It will be really interesting to see another R-type DT, some fast of course aim, and it is favored in France, at least on paper.
Yeah, this is definitely something that you would expect France to come away with, and especially at match point with their backs against the wall. Finland will have to pull a very strong performance out of a hat in order to extend this match just a little bit longer, but never say never. They play the match for a reason. France will have to stay consistent as they have so far. And if we're gonna get loaded right in. Nikolix taking a moment to load. And this map is going to come at you very fast. There is this especially unique pattern where we see this repeating pattern of circles placed right near the end of these sliders, and it's basically an alt pattern, but it doesn't really feel like an alt pattern. In FEMOD, with the first miss, actually Casimir dropped it earlier, broke the combo earlier, but in FEMOD is a little bit more important, and we see those repeating sliders back and forth, the circle at the end, and you have to snap right back and then lock it back in, almost like you're hitting a back and forth alt pattern. And Henk now does find a break in the build-up section once again. And wait, what happened to White Cat? Okay,
White Cat just found a miss, yeah.
Yeah, no, okay, Bancho did lag, but White made that irrelevant with a couple of breaks. And okay, missed some Huras though, and now suddenly two-way. Oh wait!
Oh wow!
Full break on the side of France. FEMOD now the only one with any combo. Nikolix though suddenly trades it back. Casimir with a full break, and Finland with a chance to take maybe what could have been their first point, finds a full break instead with a third of the match left. It looks academic at this point.
It would have been a great chance if not for Enfant recovering from the first early miss at the start of the map. Recovering is a great accuracy and of course a biggest combo I think so far on the map. 770 combo and counting. Just great player going into the second hard part of the map, and it seems like he's the only one that is still holding up, at least comfortably. Him and Chichu, a lot of misses from Finland sadly, and that will be just more than enough for France to get this last point and win finally this match.
Yeah, clean 5-0. despite the disconnects and all of the strange situations that we have seen, France holds strong. Très bien for the France team. And Finland will, I believe, sorry, this is a Swiss, so Finland will go 0-1. In week 1, France will win 1-0. And unfortunately for them, that will be the end of that match, but not the end of the action that we have coming at you today. I believe in an hour, just over an hour, we'll have Sweden versus the Netherlands. Or sorry, that's tomorrow. In just over an hour, we'll have United Kingdom versus Austria. And I think that's the last match that we'll have coming at you today. Yeah, it will be. And then tomorrow, we'll have the rest of the Swiss, Sweden, Netherlands, Poland versus Ukraine, and Czechia versus Denmark. So, Tommy, have anything to add as we wrap up this not necessarily super exciting, but very interesting match of versus Finland?
Yeah, I mean, just for sure stay tuned. There will be a lot of interesting matches, not today, sadly, but tomorrow. Again, Poland, Ukraine, just the one lasting, I guess, rivalry. Some other interesting matches, but yeah, stay tuned, watch, and enjoy. See you later.
Thanks for watching.